Today's video is a bit of a mixed bag. I've had the Mini convertible for 3 months now, so I thought I'd do a review on that. Also, I've got my new MTW Triride. That's electric rear wheels. Now, if you've seen my videos before, then you may have seen that I've got an electric front wheel as well. So these all bolt on to my rigid frame wheelchair, essentially giving me a 3x3. So we're going to go to Skegness today, and we're going to try it out, how it handles the sand and the dunes and everything else. And on top of that, Lat's made some really nice Thai food. So. So as you can see, we can fit everything in. Now the Mini boot capacity apparently is 160 litres and 215 litres with the seats folded down, but I think obviously we've got a lot more space than that. Anyway, we're going to hit the road now for Skegness, and we're going to put the roof up because it's quite hot and I don't want the wind blowing anything around. So let's get on with the trip. So, how are we getting on with the Mini Cooper S convertible? Well, as you may know if you've watched any of my videos, prior to this we had the Mini Electric, and we enjoyed that car. It was great to drive. It was definitely a Mini, fast, fun, and we could load all our gear in there. But the problem with it was charging. We didn't have home charging, and the process of doing public charging was just way too difficult. So that's why we changed. Why did we get a convertible? Well, we've had lots of Minis, and last year we had a Generation 1 Mini convertible. That was the supercharged version, the yellow one, and that was a fantastic little car. We did quite a lot of work to it to keep it on the road, and after we'd had it a few years we decided to sell it on. We had the chocolate Mini Clubman Cooper S. That was really nice. That was a 2009, so that was the 1.6 turbo edition, and that was good fun to drive. Again, spent a fortune on turning it from a close wreck of 160,000 miles into what turned out to be a very nice car. We sold that just before we got this. What's the difference? This one's a 2-litre turbo, and the biggest difference is the amount of torque. This has got really good torque. I didn't really realise it until recently. When you drive smoothly, it hardly needs to change gear. Even if you're going uphill or pulling away smoothly, it will stay in a relatively high gear, which gives it its good fuel economy. If, for example, you're coming into a bend and you find yourself going a bit too quickly, and you brake and then you accelerate out, obviously it kicks down the gears and it pulls away quite rapidly. You do have to be quite gentle with it, pulling away from a standing start, because it's got quite a lot of power, and it quite easily will spin off the line. So you tend to have to pull away quite gently if you don't want to be showing off at all. But yeah, so from an engine point of view, this is really come on leaps and bounds since the previous two generations. Why did we pick the convertible? Well, we've got another car, and we really enjoyed our convertible, especially in the summertime. And it is quite easy to get the wheelchair bits and pieces in. You just put the roof down and load it like you're loading the back of a pickup truck. So we've got the choice now between, you know, this car, which we're going to enjoy today in the sunshine, and it's very handy for just nipping about backwards and forwards to the shops. And then we've got our Porsche Panamera diesel for if we're doing long haul trips or, you know, need to carry passengers and stuff like that. When I got this car, actually I could have got the very latest 2024 Mini, and I did look at the new Mini Cooper S, and to me it didn't actually excite me, to be honest with you. They've made it look like the new Mini Electric. It's void of any kind of air vents and you know, no exhaust pipes visible. You know, it's a nice design. It's more modern. It's more aerodynamic, I suppose. But it didn't excite me in any way. And the interior of the new Mini, I mean, it's obviously designed for a young Korean generation, because it's just a huge screen and nothing else. And I didn't see quality there, to be honest with you. I saw a gimmick, I saw a new idea, but I think it'll date quickly. I don't think, you know, in 20 years time from now people are going to look at that and say, wow, didn't they do a good job of that interior. Besides, I don't like using the touchscreen. I think it's distracting for anybody. It's especially difficult for me when I've got, you know, slight paralysis in my hands and everything else. So yeah, I was happy that we were able to grab the last of these 2024 Mini convertibles. These are actually built in the Netherlands, and when we got this one, you couldn't order one, you could only buy from stock, and we were lucky to get the metallic blue with the light grey leather interior, which is quite rare. So what other things do I like about this Mini? I do like the Harman Kardon stereo system. It's really good, excellent quality of sound, and the Mini's not a quiet car. You know, it does rumble along on rough roads and you get a bit of wind noise, so having a really good stereo system is important, and this has got that with the Harman Kardon. The electronic roof is slightly different from before. It seemed to be a lot quicker and more substantial, and this one doesn't have the rollover bars like the old generation that had the chrome rollover bars. They were nice to look at, but they were a bit of an obstacle, you know, when you were loading the car. This one has got a different system where they explode into position, you know, at the point of impact. Fortunately, we haven't tested that out yet. So anything I don't like about the car? To be honest with you, not really. I was very lucky to get the Union Jack style alloy wheels on this. They're 18-inch alloys, and they're not very common, so again, we were lucky there. But I must say that I'm really happy with this car. There's nothing really that I don't like. Obviously, I've had the Guido Simplex hand controls fitted, same system that I had with the electric Mini. What do I miss about the electric Mini? I did enjoy the one pedal driving. Gotta admit, that's good. But that's the only thing I miss, really. It's great to accelerate away this hear that exhaust banging and popping, and the way it climbs up through the gears. It's just more visceral. You feel more a part of the experience. So yeah, totally happy with it. Folks, Skegness. We've been very lucky with the traffic, not too busy. We did try and come on Saturday, but there was so much traffic that we aborted and went back home. But it's Tuesday today, so still school holidays, but don't have to deal with the weekend traffic. One thing this car's got is stop start, which is quite useful. And you can put it into park. It'll turn the engine off, and then just put it back into drive, and it'll start it up again. So I find that really good, and it helps to conserve fuel. We've managed to average about 46 mpg today. That includes quite a lot of town traffic. We're going to drive to the far end of the beach because there's a big car park there, and that's where the sand dunes are. This end of the beach is mostly donkeys and deck chairs and ice cream. Skegness, often referred to as Skeg Vegas by the locals. Very popular destination. You can actually get the train from Bingham near Nottingham directly to Skegness, plus multiple other destinations, because obviously this was the big seaside resort back in the day when they built the railways, and for the working classes the train was the way you got here. Much better than having to drive your car, and of course you could have a skin full of beer and not have to worry about driving home. So not for us today. We're going to find somewhere to park, set up the 3x3, and then we'll go and find somewhere to have our picnic. Now, one of the things I like about this car, which is much better than the new one, is you've got the two screens still, so all the important information's right in front of you. Whereas with the new version of the Mini, everything's over here on one big screen. There we are, that's as easy as that. That's just getting the car park ticket. I've parked at the far end of the car park. No disabled spaces, so I've parked in a place where nobody can park next to my door and block me in.
time use.
As you can see, the MTW slots onto the taillight frame using 2 bars. Plastic screws are fitted to the frame where the bars slip through, and then those can be tightened to keep the MTW in place. Well, we got here just in time because the car park is full now, and I managed to find a parking space right in the corner, which guarantees me that nobody can block my driver's door. So another great feature is that the roof and the windows can be operated remotely using the car's ignition key. First time I've used the MTW on the sand dunes, and that's really soft, dry sand, and providing you pick the right path and you keep your momentum, then it coped with it okay. Might struggle a little bit uphill in that very soft sand, but I managed to get out here, right out on the beach, and I haven't been out this far on the beach for years. I can't remember the last time. So this MTW really has impressed me with its ability to get you through all of that soft sand. It's fantastic to be here. Now let me just show you the controls. Lithium ion battery, that locks in with the key so it doesn't jump out, and then obviously I've got my dashboard here, which I've got 5 power modes, and it tells me my distance and battery charge remaining. Obviously we've got brake. This is a disc brake, but it also has regenerative braking as well. So when you first start to pull the lever, the electric kicks in, and it's the actual motor that's slowing you down, and then eventually the actual brake bites, and then that kicks in. This is my accelerator here, which I use with my thumb, or you can just lean on it with your hand. Okay, and then obviously we've got the bell to warn people that we're coming. Now here, this is 1, 2 and 3. So if I put it on 1, that will be just the front wheel driving. If I put it on 2, then it's just the 2 wheels at the back driving. And then 3, that makes it a 3x3. All 3 wheels are working. So that's amazing. Then the green button here, that's cruise control. So once you hit a speed that you're comfortable with, then you just click that on and you've got cruise control. This one here is forward and reverse. And this one is sport, believe it or not, and normal mode. Normal mode obviously gives you a nice smooth pull away, but the sport mode actually gives you much more torque. So if you're crossing the road, for example, you get a lot more power quickly.
Fireball summer, honeymoon lovers, seeing all colors. Love me all summer, making discovers under your covers. Calling your number when I need someone to give me dick and comfort. Make sure that I come first. Fireball summer, it was a fireball summer. And he said, don't you forget me when I'm gone. Promise I won't. Remember us dancing to a song all night long. Will you still text me when you can't be strong? It all feels wrong, 'cause I got you. Nothing comes closer. Fireball summer. Fireball summer.
Another lonely summer, till I got your number. Open up the shutters to life in Technicolor. Ex-girlfriend said I changed, 'cause I cut out all the lanes. Only one girl in my lane, only one kid on the pain. 5-7 on the 886, we made our own love. King of my corporation, we made our own love. Nobody mess with the team, yo. Shut up on PLC, yo. I get my lucky number, my number one.
Honeymoon lovers, seeing all colors. Love me all summer, making discovers under your covers. Calling your number when I need someone to give me dick and comfort. Make sure that I come first. Fireball summer, it was a fireball summer. Wonder if you'll be my beat, 'cause I'm drunk in love. I'm just being frank, 'cause you the one I'm thinking of. Remember 2014 when we were coming up? Had to split the bud, had to split the buzz. Now we're in the house city, like go fuck it up. Fireball shots, baby, make that double cup. Triple cup, power it up, copped another dub. King 80, Queen Bear, east to west, run straight up. Don't you forget me when I'm gone. Promise I won't. Remember us dancing to a song all night long. Will you still text me when you can't be strong? It all feels wrong.
Stop the battle within your soul. You know it's all in your head. Being sad doesn't make you smart. It seems your heart just needs a fresh start. High, high, higher than the rest. Far from all the voices telling us we can't. High, high, higher than the past. We can make it, we can take it easy. Is this reality? We choose what we see. Close your eyes. Is it just you who's too proud to let go? All your enemies you keep trying to hide, they don't exist outside of your mind. High, high, higher than the rest. Far from all the voices telling us we can't. High, high, higher than the pain. We can make it, we can
How you doing, darling?
Yeah, tired. Really.
Well, we've had a very good day in Skegness. Great to try out the MTW on the sand, and I'm extremely impressed with how well it copes, even in the very deep, soft, dry sand. You know, as long as you keep moving, it can cope pretty well. The front wheel does throw up a lot of sand, so by the end of the day my shoes were absolutely full of sand, but that's not really a big problem. So yeah, fantastic. Really impressed with that. Allows me now to go right down onto the beach with that, because before we just used to have to sit on the footpath, and that was as close as we could get. So that's been great. Loved the picnic. That cooked us some Penang gai and rice with fried egg on top, and she had a salad as well. That was lovely. The Mini's been terrific. We've really enjoyed the Mini, no regrets. So there we are, another day in Skeg Vegas, as they call it locally. So hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give us a thumbs up and share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks again. See you in the next one. Bye.